Hello guys. I'm hoping the settings are fine today.
Channel switched. Channel switched.
Let me mute sounds for a second. Okay, hello everyone, this is Sado. I'm streaming today this game played on Rebound. It's already almost 40 minutes into the game. I'll wait a minute or two and make a team introduction. But first, I'd like to take a look at the map itself. It's an edit of a well-known Rebound, a 6-player map. It's a custom for 8 players. I never seen it played, and I never played it myself. I think I saw this map once actually, but I don't even remember anything about it, so I'm just as puzzled about it as you are. I heard the author of the map said some nice stuff about this edit, even if Ben usually doesn't like map edits, especially when someone is editing his own map. The edit was made by Kungen. It's only adding one location per team, so this map can be played with 8 players instead of 6. So, just like I said, if there's anything I can improve regarding the settings, just tell me. This stream is not delayed, because it's a casual game, so I can chat in real time with everyone. Seems like a pretty compact base from Pauline. Like the looks of it. Doesn't seem to waste too much space. Nicely separated forests. Could say the same about Sonea City. Not sure about the timings. Maybe slightly late with some. Ah, sorry. Need to disable Facebook, I guess. Just need to make a short advertisement on the Remake Europe group. Okay, so just like I said, this is an edit of the 6-player map. It's hard for me to say how it will look like in the battle, because this version seems to be a bit more open. Normal version of Rebound is slightly campy, I guess, while there's plenty of, just like you see on the minimap, there's plenty of obstacles here, but a lot less than on the normal version. So we're looking at Eva's city right now, by the way. So I'm assuming the fight might be, well, I don't know. The distance seems regular, so there shouldn't be, it shouldn't be too much campiness in this game. Might be a bit tricky to defend. You'll definitely want to walk out of your city with your army if you want to survive. Seems like Double Roads meme is still strong and alive. I think might be a good time to introduce the teams. So yeah, there we go. Lady Pauline from GW, Sonia, Regis, and Esman. Sonia and Regis from the Great Clan. Forgot to mention. Esman is actually from the Great as well, I think. Not sure why without tag. And the second team on the right side plays Eva from the Great, Bad Chick from GW, Hamus also from GW, and Bullet. Not sure about his clan affiliation right now, if anyone cares about it. There's 15 minutes till peacetime, so we should go straight into action pretty soon. I'm expecting Esman to have pretty nice iron. One thing that you have to point out about playing Rebound is the fact that you have a lot less food than on most maps. There's also no fisherman to be built. There's no lake, and I believe the fisherman building is also blocked here. So it's kinda tricky with food. Most of the players will likely build a bakery first. I'm trying to find a player who didn't build a bakery. Might be Sonea. And you can see she has a little problem regarding food production. I believe she's making a bakery right now. So she might have a bit of a problem. But I believe it's possible if you make 4 swine farms to play without bakery. But it's probably not for everyone. As you can see, there's no player without bakery except Sonea, but she's building it anyway, so doesn't count, I guess. Yeah, generally these games I wouldn't expect people to be feeding anyone. Around 17 minutes there's usually a big fight to avoid feeding the troops, if no big fight happens before that point, I mean. And usually it does. But sometimes there's no mistakes made by the enemy, so nobody wants to make the first strike. and then when it happens, usually someone will try to go out instead of feeding the troops. If some of you watched the legendary game in the 2 vs 2 tournament which ended yesterday, the game between Mexican team, Mexican B and Rakieta Destach, you noticed that they were feeding the troops all the time, but it was might have been the only game I ever saw on this competitive level where actually people did that. It might have happened in tournaments before, but not on such scale. Here you just try to get rid of your soldiers instead of feeding them, because most of the time the economies people make here are not good enough for the sustaining a city with food and feeding the army as well. Looking at the Nilhamus, that's a pretty bad army. Barely any army to be talking about. He'll have at most 15 iron troops, maybe a bit more with these pikes.
Hey,
He can make about, whoops, now should be no problem. So let's get back here. So yeah, Hamus's army won't be too great. I'm assuming he'll have about 30 leather at most, and yeah, might have 30 in 10 minutes, it's possible. Belgic should have nice army, I guess. 30 or 40 leather and about 30 iron. How about horses? No horses so far. Horses are tricky on this map, but it seems like Eva is making some. Doesn't look the worst. Quite nice iron and leather should be fine, more or less. So about 30 as well, probably. 25 iron at least, maybe a bit more. So should have a nice city. I hear someone dying here. But there's some stuff in the inn, so she's making her third swine farm. You know, it might be a bit tricky with the stables, but we'll see how it goes. And Bullet, theoretically the best in this team. I wanted to say no horses, but I noticed one coming to the barracks, and you can see the second one here. Given how there's 7 minutes still peacetime, and he might try trading for horses. Not sure what he's gonna trade. At least for now. I think. Oh, there's plenty of leather jackets here, just not brought into the castle yet. Makes sense to feed the army. But you know, the problem, responding to Sopel's comment, the problem is most of these economies can't sustain feeding the army. If they feed the army, they will just have a dead city. Because, you know, if a player is building a city and he tries to maximize the army output, instead of making a bit more food, then that's what happens. Hold on for a second. I'm hoping the sound is working fine. I just tested it and it seems fine, so I'll just continue. So yeah, pretty nice army from Roulette. I'll just take a quick look here. Taking a look at the left side team now. A few horses here. Plenty of iron. Not too bad leather. Quite a compact base, just like I said before. Only 3 swine farms. So Nia, oh, that's a interesting build, but a bit screwed up, I'm afraid. Not sure how this works. Plenty of X-bows, but almost nothing to support it. 6 farms, 3 piggies, and a late bakery. This base might have some problems. I think she'll have no problem with leather in a while, but I'm not quite sure what was the idea here. It seems quite compact and nice, but some of the timings might have been wrong or something. I'm not too keen on the wood production either, because these woodcutters are a bit limited in space, and you can see she might have a problem with wood soon. Even right now it's still working fine so far, but 6 or 7 woodcutters. 7. One more here, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Oh, okay, maybe it should be fine in a few minutes actually. She doesn't need much more for the jacket she has right now, but her leather production is she's about to make a few more jackets soon. And 2 last players in 1 last minute. Regis the Great. Ah, not too bad army. Only 1 horse for scouting, I guess. Probably a traded one. Nah, not. He's got 1 more, 1 stables here. And Esman, quite nice leather. I hope for a look at the right side as well. It's a shame we're lacking the new feature from the new version where you can take a look at the statistics while inside, while playing, while in game. I don't know how to donate to this channel. Sorry. There's no donations set up, sadly. One day I'll think about it maybe, but you know, I'm doing it for the community, I guess. There's probably no point trying to become a professional camp streamer if there's only 1 streamer active for most of the time in this game. I mean, that's quite a bit of a market, like nice market coverage, like 100% of market coverage here, but the market is so small that I'm not sure this makes sense. But okay, Maxi, I will think about it. Okay, now Before I'm gonna answer Sopel's question, just a quick thought about the teams. I think they seem reasonably balanced, but the left side might be a bit better. I failed to see the right side troops, but the situation was more or less like Linhamus having quite bad army, so it kinda matches Sonia. Betching and Bullet having quite nice armies and Eva not too much behind, so 3 good players on the right. And I think the situation was a bit more even on the left side, but still these 3 players were on the same level, almost exactly same. I mean, right now Pauline, Esman and Regis. Seems like it was quite a short peacetime break, which is nice. Now to answer the question about X-bow archers or archers swordmen, the latter is usually what people like the most, because archers are really good at shooting anything. Peacetime bell is still not there, so we can quickly look at the right side troops. Not too bad at all. Nice army from Eva. Similar with Bedchik. Quite nice iron and leather from Bullet. I need to quickly compare it to this. Slightly worse from Esman, but it's a similar kind of army. A bit more leather from him, so it's probably on a similar level. Okay, Linhamus, if he had like 10 more armors, it wouldn't be that bad, and a few more swords. But this iron is quite bad. But I believe still better what Sonia has, because even if she has a lot of shooters, she needs some support. You're officially... okay, I'm not gonna say that aloud. Don't want to say bad stuff about the other people, right? Never mind. That wasn't too nice for me. Let's focus on the game now. Seems like Bullet might kill some troops, but he'll probably lose these horses. But he kinda wants to attack, but I think it's gonna be a grave mistake if he does so. It depends, but yeah, it wouldn't be the best thing to do. He can see everything here. Nice action from Regis and Esman. Really risky thing to storm attack in the open without seeing too much like this. Still Bullet going through, so they're gonna have a pretty nice scout on the bottom. Got caught here. In the meantime, Reggie is not the worst with scouting. What the hell is happening here? They still didn't catch him. Ridiculous. I don't think he has a chance, but okay. Rinhamus was sleeping for a while, it seems. Oh, the game made this one horse move in a bit of a wrong direction. Let's see the scouts on the other fronts. You can see Eva is going quite aggressively out against Pauline. Might be a good decision. She's lacking recruits a lot, so she's not gonna have a good shooting support. So this might end up quickly on the top. Okay, the shooters are here. I'm guessing they'll wait for Belchik's Bowman. Left side pushing on the bottom. I'm wondering about the chances of the right side here, but Eva makes a mistake and she'll likely get caught. Ah. Not this time. Okay, it would be pretty funny if the left side attacked here, because they don't stand a chance in my opinion. Seems like the left side is pushing on the bottom though. Okay, the Belgic caught Sonia on the bottom. Pauline tried to go around and attack, and that was likely a mistake. Still, it seems like the left side is pretty powerful with all these X-bows. So it might be tricky to kill this, but I think the right side will likely succeed. Yeah, look at this. The bottom is going to catch soon, so we have to pay attention. Okay, someone's lagging a lot. Hopefully not me. Most likely me though. Was Pauline. Okay. Doesn't look that good for the right side anymore. I don't think they should engage, but they likely do so. No fight on the bottom front. Well, okay. Sonia should be shooting all the time, even despite this horse. Yeah, but now it's over for the left side, unless they manage to go back and regroup. So probably the bottom will try to attack, but it's probably a bit too late. Seems like Linhamus has a few more troops right now. I don't know. It's only pikes and lances, so maybe it's not going to be too scary. The girls are trying for last defense here, but might be tricky even with X-bows. X-bows are quite powerful for situations like this, but might be hard without any melee. You can see the right side is cleverly pulling the left side inside, trying to make a trap. There we go, there's a catch. I missed it. Wilhelmus will probably lose very easily here. But Regis misses a lot of bowmen. Oh crap. Okay. Don't know what happened, but I had a crash. But I can continue. That's strange. Anyway, you can see both Wilhelmus and, well, more like Regis lost his army. They're advancing onto Poland's city. There's not much hope left for her and for her team. Seeing as S-Man is getting caught right now by 2 players. They're still trying to do something with horses, but it's gonna be extremely hard. There is some chance, but it's really low. So many bowmen. Yeah, just like you can see here, Pauline City is done. They're probably gonna try a rehost, just to have a more fun fight. So it's like 1-0 to the right side. I'm really unsure if if it makes sense to try from up to save after so much time. Yeah, I don't know who started this, are the only thing, but I also saw no other lobbies as well. You know, they're a clan. They can have some clan-only games. If they have so many players in their clan, then they don't really need to play with us all the time. They just can keep it to their community. I don't see a problem with it, at least. So the status, I'm not sure if this autosave was a good idea. Not much can be done to save Poland's base. But if they want to fight again, maybe Regis won't lose his bowman again, which is something I missed. I don't know when he lost them. It's been like a pretty even fight, but Wilhelmus will likely break through again. This is not a good position for the bowman. He'll probably be lucky enough to not get this killed right away, because he still has a few troops to catch this. S-Man is doing loads better on the bottom though, so they'll be able to kill many bowmen here. And you can see, even if Regis lost most of his bowmen again, This time they had much better success on the bottom, in the bottom fight. It's basically 4v3 now though. Probably almost no troops. Okay, I'll try to not use the T button again. To be honest, I have problems with visibility of the colors in big fights. That's why I'm using T. So the option for the team colors is probably a good idea, especially for a spectator. Okay, this is quite an interesting situation where they're basically going for a base swap. Oh, I was sure that this change is also for the game. Maybe you should consider it. Well, it would be at least useful for me. Anyway, it seems like there's still some troops here, and they're trying to get rid of Belgic and Eva's troops from this base, but they are unlikely to do so because most of left side team's troops are busy on the bottom. It doesn't seem like there's anyone to protect this base right now though, and given the way this location has no connection with the bottom one, means that they can just block it here. As you can see, Lady Pauline's base is still getting attacked. There are some fights here, but it's quite one-sided here, really. I also think the left side is a better situation, but the problem is the placement of the troops. And I didn't notice this army. I mean, I saw it going somewhere, but didn't realize there's so many troops here. There's plenty of bowmen. It's just not a lot of melee, and I'm afraid Eva might mishandle the troops, because it's really tricky to attack with this small melee army against something comparable in numbers, but when the other team has so much melee, especially in city, yeah. Well. Wondering if S-Man is watching the stream. Maybe I should make some short delay next time, because seems like some players might be a bit tempted by the fact that I'm using no delay. Might have been might have been luck. Maybe he just noticed it. Yes, it's like Raging Bullet's buildings were destroyed. Hard to say what's gonna happen right now. I think they're trying to defend Pauline? Might be it actually. They now destroyed one player. Might become a pretty long game with Bullet eliminated. But Ray, I'm not sure if you're listening. But it might be important to mention that I set the AI to FFA, like no team. I just put 8 AIs on that map. And I think I saw it on different maps as well, just like Thunder is mentioning right now. Seems like Pauline's base is in pretty decent shape. These are interesting towers, that's for sure. But I think the normal version of this map doesn't have this blocked off, which might be the reason. I don't remember exactly right now, but it would make sense. Exactly. Nothing makes sense here. My Dutch is not good enough to understand this. I just understood Schilden, Zwaden and Bogen to mean, well... Anyway, you can see left side pretty powerful. Quite a lot of horses. So this shouldn't take too long. I'm not too sure whether Hamus even has any army at the moment. You can see he has quite a bit of problem here. Something's wrong with his base. Is it starving? Oh, likely. Very likely. Some of yeah, two farmers already dead. So it won't take too long. Even if they camp. Even if this map is pretty nice for camping on these logs. Yeah, Hamus had pretty bad army on peacetime. Not even about the recruits. Of course, it wasn't too good to have 35, but didn't have much more weapons, did he? Not more than 20 iron. And 30 bowmen, if I remember correctly. This feels like the last fight, but then Belchik is making quite some nice moves here. In this configuration they might win, actually. It would be very hard though. Belchik is fighting with Esman. It's not without chance, but his bowman will die fast. Maybe not. Okay, they will. Well, he did what he could. So I'm guessing it's game over. We can take a look at the stats. Bullet has pretty bad stats, but that's understandable. Well, they don't look that bad, even if he's not playing and defeated since quite some time, which means he must have had a really good army and city. You can see he's still on par with wares and weapons produced with the second player here, Esman. So the statistics must have been really good for him. So Bullet definitely best player in this game. Whoops. Sorry, my mic slipped. Anyway, keep in mind that this is a second game. Probably not too bad either, considering how her city was invaded as well. But she rebuilt it a bit since then, so we should probably see. Okay, the army graph isn't that nice for whatever reason. So couldn't have been that good, as Bullet or Esmond. The food graph. Trying to find anything interesting here in particular, but seems like the stats are pretty standard. You can see Sonia made really late bakery, which reflects on the food graph. How about the citizen count? Seems like everyone lost a lot of citizens here. Apart from Pauline and Bullet, whose cities were damaged. I'm guessing most of the others, and maybe apart from Eva as well, most of the others just lost the citizens because of economic reasons. Okay, I'm guessing that's it. Yeah, I guess that's not the worst view count for such a quick stream, announced 20 minutes before peacetime. So yeah, I'd like to thank you for watching this. I'll be likely back with another stream someday. Or maybe actually, I think I can do a second one in a row right now. Let me see if there's a lobby. Not to lose that view count. There's an array lobby here, so probably can't enter it. Damn. Probably no chance to stream anything right now. I'll wait a bit though. Maybe there's a new game being played soon. Oh, there's a eruption here. Maybe I can get in. That would be a nice idea. So I guess I'm gonna wait a bit. They might make a break in 5 minutes. Just like the custom says. Let's just take a look at the other lobbies in the meantime. And apart from this one, which is probably close to us, it's a clan training or something. There's probably only this one. I guess maybe I can show you some new maps, but I'm not sure if I have anything new. Heard about this edit, but it seems like a turned around version of Across the Desert. Like, seems exactly the same, more or less. I'm not sure of the point of this edit. Pretty sure there was one quite new map, but it's probably gonna be hard to find it right now. There was one interesting map from Raging Bullet that we were not aware of for quite some time. Trying to find it, but I forgot the name. I think it was this one. Boarded Battlefield. I think we played one game here at least already. I wasn't here for quite some time, so it might have been more than one game. Seems like a pretty nice map to play, and I'd like to see it played a few times. Would be nice to stream it. I don't remember if I played it or I streamed it. I think I might have played one of these logs, but I'm not sure right now. The layout is quite interesting. As you can see, you have 3 logs here and one, let's call it power log, even if it's more like a lone log. Not sure about the power quality of it. There's plenty of space here though, maybe a bit more than on the other logs. You might have played this log. Now I look at it. Yeah, I played this log. I remember this game right now. So you have one alone log per team. Could be interesting to see it played in both configurations. This map actually has like 2 years, I think, but we never played it. Nobody really knows why. There's still no lobby here. But it's almost there, I guess, cause it's almost peacetime, so I'm waiting for the password. Okay, I'm trying to join. Hello. Maybe it's broken lobby and they had to rehost. No, I don't see it. Let's try the usual. Yeah, it works. Okay. Okay, after some technical problems, seems like I'll be able to show you this game after all.
Channel switched.
Okay. Yo, agency. But yeah, the lobby's broken. I thought it was broken when I couldn't download the save. I don't know why they didn't want to move. I have no idea what happens in this game, so we'll just have to figure it out from the troops we see. Looking at the teams, seems pretty even. Not sure about the Hungarian guy though. Because his teammates are quite good. Vito, Butter, and SWAT. At least I've shown you the left side. Lucky. Mandos. How many horses? Only one. Oh. Yeah, pretty even armies, but I can't see what this guy has. But oh, not a lot. That's sure.
Channel switched. Channel switched.
Okay. So let's see the scout of the left side team. What do you think about this form of streaming? I'm giving you two games today. One I started streaming 40 minutes after start, and the other one right on peacetime. I'm guessing you won't be able to see how individual players build that way, but at least you can jump straight into the action and watch some fights, which is also nice. Would be nice to find out what you guys think about it though, so you can comment on that in chat on Twitch. Whoops. Pretty good scout for the left side team. Seems like the right side is a bit sleepy. Almost no scout here, but Lucky is trying to make some damage. Mando's having some problems with recruits? Not really. Just getting out of the barracks in a slow manner, I guess. Okay, Tanda. Will lower me from... Oh, thanks, Regis. Good point. Okay, change the teams on the bottom. Not much action here for now. I wanted to suggest that maybe the left side should try attacking the right, but because of Palibeni's army being a bit on the low side, but I'm not quite sure, because where's Butter's army? He has no melee? Interesting. Making melee really late. Palibeni's movement is a bit peculiar here, but the enemy team will not likely do anything about it, because these troops are protected here, even if it takes a lot of time to go through there. Okay. I do know Butcher's Stoch's melee doesn't seem that powerful, but it only looks a bit worse in numbers because he has a lot of horses. So it's actually fine. Pretty low armies in this game, by the way. It'll be interesting to see what happens next. This doesn't seem too powerful, but I don't know, SWAT's army is kinda meh. It only looks like it's a lot when you don't remember the fact that pikes are quite weak. Quite vulnerable position from Lucky. The enemy team is quite close here. Okay, it's pretty obvious what will happen next. Butters will just catch this Ah, it's a bit too slow. He just should have tried going straight here and asking SWAT for support. But it kind of worked, because now they can attack on the top, I guess. So Lucky has to go back. He can try again. No action here. If I were the left side team, I'd probably try going here, but then Lucky's army is divided now, and they're trying to do something here. Probably Benny's army is a bit bigger right now. Seems like the top team is growing restless. Might be interesting to see what happens. It's quite interesting that they let Palif Benny block the top with his lowest army. I think that's actually a good idea, while they two attack here. It's quite a mess, this fight. Seems like the Lucky troops, I don't know, seems like he's losing, but he's fighting against pikemen, so it might turn around pretty soon. Mando still has a lot of troops. And yeah, Palibeni should be shooting here, because he's doing nothing, and Vito is completely out of game. So this might actually be a real asset for the right side team. Yeah, as you can see, it seems to be working. They had a bit of a problem here, but thanks to these troops shooting, it's a bit better now. And what the hell is happening on the top? But if Benny doesn't even need the shooters here, he's kinda winning. thanks to these couple of horses. I'm pretty sure Vito will start fleeing from the horses right now. But the tables have turned on the bottom in the meantime, because Butters has a lot of horses. So, seems pretty bad. And it looked so good for the right side team. I think we might have missed some sort of a fight here, because these horses were occupied for quite a long time. Now it seems like most of these troops will be dead, and there's a massive advantage. There's a massive army here. 3 players with untouched bows on the left side, while on the right side Palif Beni has like 1/3 of his initial army, even less. So yeah, it's GG most likely. They'll still try to fight, but they just have to walk into any base. How much do they see here? I just hope they'll finish quick, cause there's not much more that can happen in this game, I guess. Just like you can see, Luck is gonna try something here, but it's gonna be extremely hard. I applaud him for trying, but well, you can see he's gonna go for some kills. Not the worst idea. Oops, maybe actually not the best either. It's not gonna work. Come on, guys, just walk in. You have 20 times as many soldiers as the opposite team. What could possibly go wrong? Stop camping. Ah. It's quite of a strange way, walking in only to be greeted by all of the Mandos' troops that are still here. And there's plenty, so Vito will likely lose this, especially these militias. I'm not sure why they attack like this. Just playing with their food, I suppose. Swati is blocking off, but nothing wrong can happen to the left side right now. They're heading for the barracks. Mando still has plenty of troops though. If he only had more shooters, it could work, because fighting in a city is extremely hard. Sorry, it's extremely hard when you have a lot of shooters. You can outshoot the enemy with lots of melee, but the problem is Mandos is defending his own base with lots of melee, so he can easily lose this. Yeah, it's over in a way. You can see this will die pretty soon, and they're already at the barracks. It's only a matter of time before they say it's a good game. In the meantime, Butters is going out of Mandos' base to attack Lucky with SWAT. Bane doesn't have a lot of army. I'm curious to see his stats, by the way. Didn't seem like he had a lot on peacetime. He made the right moves though. Must have been either fighting very well or being commanded by his teammates. He made no mistakes in the fight. So yeah, it's GG, I guess. We can watch Lucky getting raped on the bottom soon. There's almost nobody alive in Mandos's city, so yeah, I guess we can call it GG. We'll have to wait until this is dead, so the kill count of the winners is a bit bigger. This will not take long. I don't think we want to wait. So yeah, the statistics say Butters killed a lot. Palif Benny a lot less army. Might have been the reason. Although I thought that the bottom, they should really win. I mean, they should really win on the bottom. On the right side team should win. But Butters' horses were likely too powerful. You can see the teams were not really even regarding the soldiers equipped. The theoretically worst player on the left side had like 30, not like 25 troops more than Palfi Benny, okay. Said it wrong all the time. Okay. I'll take a look in the lobby, but I think I'm not gonna stream another one. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for today. You had an occasion to watch 2 games with me today. I'm hoping you enjoyed it as much as I did. Gonna try stream more often. Probably not tomorrow. Maybe at Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday should be fine. And I try to make a post in advance on Knights Merchants World about the upcoming stream, because it always works best since people can actually notice that the stream will be made. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next time.